Welcome back to another Alliance War video. We have war number 6 on the season, and we are facing Gods of War. They banned Corvus, Ghost, and Scorpion. So Shuri is not banned again, and I am bringing her in. Someone asked why I select the attacker tactic when I don't have any. Right here it tells me I don't have any attacker tactics. It's just out of me being paranoid that I'm going to potentially miss something. I know that they're not attacker tactics, but I don't know. I just do it anyways. It doesn't hurt to throw it on there. It's just, yeah, I tend to overthink things in war, and I try to cover all bases and stuff, and it's just quite annoying. But just joining war for energy at this point, and I'm placing the pre-fight on America Chavez. I will be taking her with Professor X. I'm also bringing in White Magneto and Shuri, like I mentioned. I will be taking this Titania as well. I took the boss last war, so this one's going to be a little different because it's on heavy unstoppable, so she'll be unstoppable with every heavy that she throws, as well as her haymaker. I'll be taking this Ascended R5 Absman and a Bullseye on Ebb and Flow Intercept. He's Ascended R5 as well. I wanted to take this Sassy, but Andy actually planned this war basically by himself. I only made one change, or suggested a change, and that's that Morbius that he assigned me that I didn't want a part of. We just had a better counter for it, to be honest. And I had this Silk Boss as well. Since Shuri can block unblockable specials, obviously, then it makes sense. Although with Silk and her double medium, she rings up the bubble shield charges quite quickly. So first up, getting into this America Chavez fight, I'm not running class boost here, because if she throws a lot of heavies, then she'll actually reverse my power gain for my class boost dramatically. So I don't run it. I am running max recoil to get a good amount of damage from my specials, even though I'm going to eat some damage, because my special 3 is not going to kill her, but my special 2 will, as long as it connects. So the plan basically here is to hopefully not have her throw a heavy, and America Chavez throws a heavy. So I'm really just going to kind of slow play it a little bit at the beginning. As she gets 1 bar of power, she throws this. I'm not going to dex it because I don't want to get a dex buff and give her MD. And right here, her negative zone is almost gone. So I'm like, okay, perfect. She can throw her special 1, and she'll get some power gain, but it's about to fall off, and I'm at 2 bars, and I'm already charged. Right here, I should have dexed it because I already had the dex buff, but I'm in pretty good shape at this point. I'm almost at a special 3. She doesn't have any negative zones up, so right now I'm wishing I did class boost because this would be a nuke. But right here, I want to actually wait for the protection to fall off, and then heavy, and then I can heavy charge into my special 3. And she's at 77%. I have the protection down. She is special locked, and this is all good stuff. So I actually get her down to quite a bit. Under 50%, and she just doesn't really come at me, so I just throw the special 2 because I don't want to run out of mind control, but it doesn't connect fully, so I throw 5%. I throw another special 1, and she's at 1%, so I take more recoil damage. And it's just like, why? The special 2 should have just killed. The special 1 behind it should have killed, but of course I take an extra 20% recoil damage, so gotta use some potions. But I was taking that fight early on, these 2 fights early on, then I was going to reboost later for the boss. So my boost can fall off, and I can heal Professor X without my boost active, which will cost me less potions. So it's not too bad. I just want to see if I can make it out with pretty good health for this fight, since I am going to use Shuri for the boss, like I mentioned. So here I want to basically try to get to 10 shocks, and then throw my special 1 for the knockdown. And I want to make sure that I control spacing just like in versus the boss. So I bait out her on her haymaker, and I thought it would drop off by the time her special animation ended, but it didn't. I'm getting cornered here, so really I don't really care if the protection comes back and my shocks fall off. I'm gonna get enough damage from the protection being down and my guaranteed crits and then the crit shocks as well being added. So at this point, I just want to make sure I control spacing, and I can block her unblockable specials because of the global. And yeah, now she's in her corner. She's about 50%, and willpower has been healing me up. So when I block these specials, I'm in pretty good shape to heal afterwards. So this fight is totally under control, and I'm not really too worried about it. The biggest way to mess up basically is if I don't block. If I try dexing that special and I just take it to the face. But ultimately she goes down rather smoothly, and this fight is over, and I'm at 100%, so full yellow bar. That's great news for potions at least. And next up I have this Absman. So I changed my masteries around. At this point I am running max recoil, my class boost, and I'm also running max petrify. I want to limit his power as much as possible per heavy. I usually like, for dangerous fights like Absman, because obviously if he refines his form, or like Sassy, I like using the White Magneto pre-fight because it lets you hold your heavy just a little bit longer. And in this fight I noticed that this person is not running max limber, so I can actually just time it and then drop my heavy as soon as it expires, and that lets me ramp a bit sooner. And right here I want to do this thing to where like I'm not leaving myself open, but I am, because so he can dash at me, that I can parry him, and that's just so he does not throw that special one. At this point he hasn't thrown any special, so I want to bait out this special 2. I didn't feel comfortable with my spacing there to heavy counter, so I want to push him to a special. I go for intercept right there, but he doesn't bite, so I push him to a special 1, and then I heavy counter it, use my falter for the intercept, and now the protection's down, and I have my class boost. And I'm running max recoil for this as well, and this is going to not kill him, but the next special 3 will. So for this next fight, it's Bullseye on ebb and flow intercept. And obviously if you guys obviously if you guys are playing, you guys know how crazy of a defender Bullseye is. He crits through the block, he bleeds you every time you dex or block a hit, so he can be quite punishing. So I'm running max coagulate, max recoil for this Bullseye. I have White Magneto pre-fight, so I can parry heavy. My plan, basically, he has 300k health. I've done the math. I've used Professor X a lot, and he has three persistent charges. I can actually SP3 spam with my class boost and max recoil and his current ramp, even when protection is up with 300k health. I can do it with more health actually that the opponent has. But my plan basically is to PS1, so I want to race to SP3, and then I want to throw my SP3 with protection up. Now I was talking to Andy about it, and I was like, okay, I don't need to get the intercept, and he's like, yeah, don't even bother with it, just here I'm gonna bait out the special 1 and block it. And you see that even all that does quite a bit of damage through the block. So I was like, well, if I can get him to throw a special 1 while I'm ramped him at 3 bars, I might as well go for the intercept, and kind of just get a feel for it. And he throws this here, and I'm at 3 bars, and I'm like, all right, perfect. So I go for an intercept there, and he combos me, and I'm like, oh no, stay away. So missed intercept, and he hits me and does quite a bit of damage. Does 36%. I get back some health with adrenaline, but you'll see here that Professor X is just a beast. He's going to power through with his specials, and the way this works is the class boost is that you get power back for however much damage you do based on the opponent's health. So if they have more health, then you need to do more damage with your special 2 or special 3 to get more power back. Roughly speaking, about 18% of the opponent's health needs to be taken to get about 1 bar of power. So whatever their health is, you need to do about 18% to get a bar. Professor X already keeps 2 bars per his mechanics when he's at 100 charges. So that's what allows me to spam SB3s. Obviously, if the protection wasn't there, he would get way more, do way more damage than that. But you see, he was doing 77,000 per special 3 with the protection up. So I didn't have to take that Sassy. Andy did a great job. He took a Jugs into that Sassy and absolutely smashed it. You should definitely check out his channel, and that's a really fun fight. He was a little worried about it, but I told him he could do it and he would do fine. So he finally manned up and he did it. You know, he's always trying to get out of fights. But for this Silk Boss, like I said, she has multiple hits on her medium, on her first medium, so she's gonna ramp up Bubble Shield. And for this fight, I was taking it right before bed, and I forgot one crucial thing after prepping for everything. I forgot to throw on my indestructible boost, mainly because my fiance was really trying to get me to turn off the lights and go to bed, and we kind of got into an argument. Then I told her I just need 5 minutes. But this boss has suicides, so she's already melting. 20 seconds in, and she's down, you know, 40% basically. And I blocked this first special, and I like Shuri because whenever you're late for a counter, you can't get parry. You saw that parry there and it didn't land. Bubble Shield did trigger afterwards, and I ate a combo, so I lost some health. But at this point, I'm getting some crit shocks, you know, stacked up, and I'm baiting heavies from her for openings. I want to bait an SB2. I'm gonna throw this heavy just to reset my my shocks, because I'm gonna be baiting this this special 2 or letting her melt with the suicides. I just want to be smart in this situation as best possible, but recoil, she has max recoil, and that kills her. So that was the boss fight. Let's take a look at the final stats. And we did win the war. Shout out to Karate Mike, Andrew, and Mad Cat for the MVPs. This is our 6th war we've won in a row, so hopefully we keep it going. I will see you guys in the next one.